Okay, this is my review for Amy and Dr. Everett, which is episode 4 of Tales of the Walking Dead. And before I talk about this review, I'm gonna do a updated review for episode 1 because after I watched it over again, I said kind of had a little more liking to it, so maybe that's why I should watch episodes multiple times. But episode 4, basically, the logistics of the episode is Dr. Everett, he's a scientist slash um, nature documentary guy, and truthfully, he kind of hates humans too. And Amy, she is a kind of talkative survivalist who got separated from her group. And when he meets her, and she thought he was saving her from a zombie, which truly he wasn't. He was trying to save his, um, his, what how did he put it? His subjects, or from her, from killing him, from killing. He was trying to save the subject from being killed, which were the walkers, or he called them homomorphians, or some like that. Um, he was a scientist, and when I tell you that Dr. Everett was doing some phenomenal research, he was. Now he had drove himself crazy with his research, but he was doing some phenomenal research. He found out that um the zombies have a certain pattern. It was one zombie who would kill a prey, but he would not eat the prey. He would save the prey for the horde to eat. He was kind of the protector, the hunter of the group. He would kill the prey and leave it for them. And he was doing this research, but the problem with him is he had distanced himself so much from humans that he couldn't relate to humans no more. And like I said, he saved the zombie from being killed by Amy. And also, when they ran into a couple members of her group in the forest, and she was trying to save them, and he doggone or stopped her and was willing to let them get killed. Well, one of the group members got killed, but the other one managed to escape. And he really did not care. All he said something about it's you gotta let nature play its course or something like that. This episode to me it wasn't as good as the D episode, but it was up there. It was up there, and from the previews, I did not think it was gonna be all that decent episode, but it was good to say the least. It was not perfect. Neither of the episodes are perfect, but it was a decent episode. Um, and it was the first of the episodes I think that did not have a happy ending. Well, the other episode didn't have a happy ending, but this episode, it had a sad ending. Um, I will not spoil that ending. I will allow you to see it for yourself. But this episode was It was a pretty decent episode. It was different from all the documentation he was doing. He had a drone and he was studying the zombies or homomorphias as he called them. I think that's what he called them. And he was getting mad at her for certain things she was doing and saying it. Basically, her group was trying to settle down in the area where he did all the studying at, but he did not want them to settle there. They did start a little bond together, and eventually it did end up having a sad end to this tale. But which one thing I will mention when I do my full review for the whole season is it's really hard to fall in love with these characters, which is something I thought about when they announced this show. I knew it was going to be hard to fall in love with some characters. None of the characters I have fell in love with. The thing about Alpha is I already knew that character, so you could be in love with that character, but the other characters, not so much. But this episode 4, I would give a 7.5 out of 10. It was a decent episode. It wasn't the best episode, but it was pretty good nonetheless. Um, like I said, next week's episode I will watch, which will be Davin, and I'm gonna give an updated review, kind of a little short updated review of episode 1. It may only be 1 or 2 minutes, but I will give an updated review. But yeah, episode 4, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Let me know what you think about it. I'll see you in the next one.